anything you feel like there's some texture, you can try. Okay, I just brought this one. This is um, anti-slippery mat for the carpet. Uh, so I just feel okay. So this one has some texture. So let's try, right? And paper can be any paper, but it's better to be very thin paper. If you're using thick paper, probably it's not good. Okay, make sure your paper is thin. Your drawing pad or sketch pad, which is very thin paper, probably it's good paper. So as those computer printer paper, that's also good. Okay, it's very thin paper. And your let's try a little bit. Okay, so this is my 6B pencil, and it's better to use something soft. Okay, don't use a HB, that may not be dark enough. Okay, just try this. But when you do this, make sure your pencil is not going like this. You make this pencil to be sideways like that. So you are using a flat surface. Okay, and go like this. I'm getting something, but it's not good. The reason is this is such a soft material. Okay, has to be something a little bit harder than that. So let's see. I have. Sorry. Okay. I have this wood. Now this is a wood which is harder than that non-slit. So see what happens by going over that. It's a little bit easier because I can press harder, right? In that case, I can see enough of this surface texture on piece of paper. So it has to be something hard enough, not soft, right? Okay, let's see. I have some other things. Maybe I can use, just look around right now. I want you to do at least one before end of this class, okay? Look around what's in your house. I just use my shoe, the back side, as I know these days COVID, you have to be careful, okay? But yeah, of course, this has a lot of texture. So let's try that. Yes, I can get all these patterns on the back side of my shoe easily because it's hard enough. Yeah, okay. So you can get the idea what works best for this frottage technique, okay? This is my wood block, and that's hard. So if I go like that, of course, I get all these carved image easily transfer to the paper. Make sure you are holding tight so the paper doesn't get shifted or agitated. All right. So right now, probably you start to look around. Maybe your room has something you can enjoy the texture. Okay. I'm gonna use something else here. I'm gonna open my wallet. These days, we don't use as much, but I still use coins. And I asked you in my morning class, have you ever seen coins? Have you? I'm starting to worry these days. Your parents never use a coin or cash to buy anything. In that case, oh yeah, my parents just buy everything by credit card. So people are starting to have a very small amount of chances to see coins these days. Let me ask you, what is this? What is this one? Do you know? Which has this somebody on the who is on quarter? George. And the backside has who is that? Gosh, I never paid attention. But of course, there's some like a textured figure, right? Relief figure here. And what is this? It's smaller. That's a quarter. What is this one? And backside looks like there's that's a White House? Nobody answers.
The Capitol building on the back.
Capitol building. Okay, thank you. U.S. Capitol. Right. Wow, that's always under attack recently. And this is very similar, but what is this small one?
Fine.
Smaller than nickel, right? Even the value is twice as much, right? And then those color ones, brown ones, what are they?
Penny.
Penny, yay. Yeah, I collect those pennies because I'm so cheap. I'm kidding. It's good to pay attention to those materials because it's hard enough and also has a lot of textures, right? So let's try some flottage on this. It can be good. If you place a paper again, and then go over. Yes, you do get some relief image on each coin. That's right. Right? Okay. But did I say you have to have a 3x5, which is like this size? It's not big enough simply because I didn't have enough coin. Don't worry, you can actually move around and do again, and looks like you have more coins. Yay, this is the way I found out how to make more money. So I feel like I'm starting to be rich. I have more money now. So this is, if your surface is small and it's not covering a big area, you can do this multiple times on same sheet of paper. But either by moving your paper around or moving the objects around, right? Okay. Now I feel like I have a lot of money now. All right. So, and of course, once it's done and you feel like, oh gosh, I wish I had a little bit much clearing, and you can do little additional work by shading to emphasize some texture if you didn't get enough shading. Okay, so it's okay too. All right. All right. So this is flottage. I can see that in front of myself, my computer screen here. Maybe I can do that too, right? Because computer screen, computer keyboard does have those textures, right? So if I go like that, I do get some texture from keyboard as well. Right? So anything you feel like you can do this kind of activity by pressing hard enough to get texture to the paper, that's the activity. All right. I want you to make it big, each flottage to big enough because you should be cutting. If it's small flottage, you have such a limited amount of shapes you can make from that, right? So each flottage, try to make big enough so you can cut different shapes later. That's why I say 3 by 5 inches is good size. Does it make sense to you? Eventually, what I'm asking is 7 textures collected.